built this station complex myself. Up above, those are solar panels for energy cells. They're actually huge, but it's hard to tell the scale because we're kind of far away. There's 100 different stations that are interconnected with tubes, and I manually dragged these asteroids over here and then planted mines on them to provide silicon for the energy cells, and then ore for the missiles and shields and other armament that I'm creating in these factories over here. While we fly
emergency signal from Perdition's End.
There's another jumper. While we fly up to it, I'll go ahead and go into we'll take a look at the station. Here's the station complex. I can adjust these parameters. I can sell items for more or less. These are all the items that I'm selling from this particular station complex.
You can specify at which price
the amount of funds that are in the ship, or that are in the complex. These are all the connected stations. They're all building something different. Like I said, I had to put those in manually. So you can see that's a missile, a WASP missile complex that I'm flying towards, and those yellow tubes connected to other stations, so it can be interconnected into a single complex. I'll go ahead and fly around it here. This is one station connected to 100 different stations, and it's actually making me some pretty good money right now.
Emergency signal from Merchant Haven.
There's a war going on, so missiles sell pretty well right now. I'm going to take you down. I'm going to take you down over here to the cattle station, where food's created to feed all the people on these other stations. You can start to get a scale of those solar panels. We're a little closer. Yeah, you can see them up there. So I'm going to go inverted and fly over one of these cattle pods in this station, and you'll be able to see there's cattle grazing. Crazy cool. And I think I have 12 of these stations to feed this area, and that's just the first part of what I need. I also grow Delaxian wheat and a bunch of other stuff to be able to feed all the workers in these stations, keep everything going. I'm going to go ahead and fly up to one of these solar panels so you can see the scale. I wish I had a time accelerator.
Emergency signal from Profit Center Alpha.
Still same here. Yeah, let's go external here. This is the ship I'm flying, by the way. It's a fighter. There you can see the
emergency signal from PTNI headquarters.
There's some mines over there. Now you're starting to see the scale of these solar panels. You can see the tube that connects the solar station with the rest of the complex. So I don't have to use ships to transport cells to stations that require cells to be powered for create munitions. So here's a solar panel, and I'm I'm traveling at 195 meters per second right now, so gives you an idea how big this is. And the graphics are pretty groovy. So there's a lot more I have to show you, but this video is probably already pretty damn big on my drive. There's one of my M2 ships. I'll go ahead and take an external of that
Boreas.
before I log off. So this is a really large battleship. It has some devastating guns on it. It's really
Emergency signal from Perdition's End.
There's a couple M7s flying around it. I'll look at. I also want to look at one of my storage and logistics ships.
Mammoth.
This is a Mammoth. It's a cargo ship. It's really huge. It's hard to tell the scales because there's no fighter next to it or anything, but you can see the windows on the side. It's really big. I have several of those. They're expensive to purchase, but they're worth it.
Astreus Hauler.
Yeah, there's a M7 like the one that this fighter came out of, and
Mistral Super Freighter.
here's a freighter ship.
We are making some great progress in our fight against the Terrans. We are about to make a push for Heretics' End. Take them out.
There's indication on the war effort. The faces of the NPCs look kind of hokey, but I'm relatively under my complex. You can see it's looks like something off Blade Runner. It's just enormous, and I had to haul each of these stations in after they were built and interconnect them to the entire complex. It took me a good month to create this complex, and it's very profitable. I'm a multi-billionaire because of it, and it doesn't take too long to get into get to the point where you're making millions, but you got to do it right. There's a pretty high learning curve, but here's what weapons look like when they're fired. Just shot my own complex. Probably not a good idea, but it looks cool. Here's a mine over here. Man, I wonder how long this, or wonder how large this is on my hard drive. Dang it. So I found these asteroids. You can scan them and see how much resources are available in it, and then you bring in a station, a mine, and plant the mine on the asteroid, and then you'll start extracting ore from it. Of course, ore's useful in creating anything made of metal.
Emergency signal from Profit Center Alpha.
Weapons, ships. Oh boy, I almost hit it. So you can kind of see the scale of that mine. It's big, and it's interconnecting tube connecting it to another mine. So, and the rest of the complex.
Emergency signal from PTNI headquarters.
If we get up in there, you can see people and goods being transferred through it. Looks pretty cool. Where's the window? No window in this section, but you can, and it looks cool. So that's just visually. Once I get into looking at the stations, managing the stations and the ships, it gets a lot more complex than this. There's a lot of complexities. I just wanted to show you, give you a visual. So that's it.